Who else did you battle at EO Dub?
I was in MC challenges with everybody, bro. So when we say it's not a one-on-one battle, it's but I was in MC challenges with Iron Solomon twice, with Aguilar, with Nems, with Breeze Everflowing, with Mortal Technique, with uh man, just Swave Sever, not Pen, Pumpkinhead, Blind Fury.
Wow.
Yeah, mad people, bro.
Mad people, man.
Yeah, mad vets.
So I want to go back a little bit. So in 2002, you did a 2-on-2 battle called Spit Boxing. It was held at the Pyramid, right?
Yeah.
Where EO Dub was held, but EO Dub wasn't throwing it.
Yeah.
It was sponsored by Guess. The winners got $500, 2 watches, trophies, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Who were you partnered with at that time?
Was I partnered with Axel Leon?
Oh snap, for real?
Man, am I remembering this right? I feel like I went and he went and we didn't have partners and we just was tag partners in that joint. Oh wait, no. No, okay, I'm refreshing my memory. I went with my man Dramatic. Dramatic was the dude who I told you inspired me to write my first rhyme. Axe showed up and ended up getting with somebody. And in the end, me and Axe was like, yeah, our partners weren't good. We should have linked up. We would have won this joint. But yeah, I got in there with my man Dramatic. I don't even remember if I won or not.
You guys ended up losing to a team. Do you remember who it was?
I don't, bro. I don't.
Okay. Because then it was Swave and Ike P that was the winners of that.
Wow, bro. Yo, you want some Nardward stuff right now. Remember bringing up stuff I don't remember. So Swave won that.
Yeah.
If I would say this, if Swave won that, I probably didn't even know him yet.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Because he said that he ended up battling the team that beat you.
Yeah, probably. I don't think we won that one because you know, my man is just not a battle rapper, bro. And he managed to talk me to get into this joint. He was kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, but I spoke to Swave today and he showed mad love, bro. He said that he always respected you. You were always super talented and everything. And he said that he still got the trophy from that night and everything. Yeah.
It's cool because I got him back in that MC challenge. But yo, Swave is a freaking creature. He always been probably one of my favorite people I've met at EO Dub. Like back then, he just showed this crazy, genuine love. Hand pen. I made good friends there, bro.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. Shout out to Swave, man. Shout out to Penn too.
My brother.
Yeah. So were you battling at Fight Club before 106?
No. I got my ticket into Fight Club, and this is Fight Club dead in the beginning. Like I probably went to the second Fight Club ever held.
Okay. So let's go into 106 first then, right? So how do you get on 106 in Park? That opportunity came from Jin or what?
No. So one day I'm going into the city for nothing music related. I get off at 9th Street. I walk past Fat Beats, and the short Asian kid come up to me with this baggy Anichi suit, sweatsuit on.
Same. Wait, is it Anichi or is it NYC?
Well, it's NYC, but we called it Anichi.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's just been the debate for a long time. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, I found out later as a whole grown man after the joint is dead, it's NYC. I'm like, oh, so we would call it Anichi. Yo, he runs up on me and he hands me the CD first. And he like, yo, boom, he passed me the CD. He's like, yo, bro, here's my CD. And I thought he was gonna give it to me. He's like, yo, it's an audio of all my battles. And I'm already like, oh, come on, bro. An audio of your battles, bro. Like, I don't want to listen to battles. And he's just like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And then he says in his pitch, I'm about to be on 106 in Park. So this is like a Sunday. And he's like, I'm gonna be on 106 in Park Tuesday and then it'll air Friday. And I stopped. And Jin being the dude he always been, bro, so helpful, so freaking cool. He stops and he's just like, yo, I'm like, yo, how you got on that joint? And he just tells me, yo, this is what you do. And like he sat there and told me, you gotta, this is the website you gotta look at. It'll tell you when's the next audition. And I wasn't computer savvy. I was broke. I ain't had no computer, wasn't no smartphones, you know what I'm saying? So he told me how to get on, how to look after that joint, and where it was located. I had a pen, and I would always keep a pen and paper because if our ideal came, I would jot it down. So I wrote all that stuff down. I bought his CD because he was mad helpful. I go back home, I listen to that joint, and I'm like, this dude is an animal, bro.
Oh, so you didn't know who he was before then?
Nobody knew who he was. So I mean,
wow.
he was probably at EO Dub, but I had never ran into him at EO Dub. So
what year is this though? So like, I guess that's like what, 2002?
This is even before. You know what? This is before I ever been to EO Dub. So this is 2003, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 2002 or 3. I was on 106 in 2004. So I feel like he was like either a year before that or I don't know.
2002, he was on yeah.
He was on so this was 2002. Boom. I've listened to his battles and I'm just like, oh, he about to kill it. So then, he would go on to kill it. I watched him and then I followed his instructions. I auditioned and I eventually ended up on 106 in Park. When I ended up on 106 in Park, I won the first joint. And the way they did these battles was like, so I was the first on the line. I had just got like hernia surgery, bro. I'm with this fresh surgery, bedridden, but my man, he was just like, yo, I'm gonna pick you up and we gonna go break night and wait outside. And we did. I was the first in the line, but he ended up getting the number 1. I was number 2, bro. That's how you auditioned. And they took you in groups of 10s. So one thing I was told was like, yo, observe who's with you, because if 5 of y'all make it, you already know who you're gonna battle because they go in order. So now, boom, they take us 10, and I think there was like a bunch of people that were impressive. Of course, I'm the first one that raps, and they accepted me. The funny thing is, the next week, it's not nobody from that group of 10. Some dude, and I'm looking, and the program director is talking to him a lot. So I would later find out, me and bro was cool, but like he had auditioned on a regular show, and the program director liked dude so much he fit him in there. So that's the second time. So when I went to defend my championship, I feel like I got jerked. Yeah, I got super jerked, bro.
Is it true that you cussed in the second time?
No, he cussed the second time.
Oh, really? Okay.
He said the N-word, and they still let that joint slide.
What?
Yeah. He said, better back. And then he said, damn, because he messed up. So he knew when he said, better back. And damn.
He actually said the word, or
yeah,
okay.
And then he said, damn, like because he messed up. And then when we went back, he was like this, like, damn. I was just like, oh, he cursed. I'm good. Like, this is an easy win. And then they said he won, and I was like, I was floored. Like, what?
Who was the judges?
It was Jay Mills, it was Chingy, and it was I-20. And out of all 3 of them, only only Mills got bars. These other dudes is freaking bums. So of course Jay Mills was like the champion, but the other 2 dudes freaking voted for my man. So that's no shade to him because he would go on to retire and he was nasty. But that day he messed up. And I guess, bro, it was in the cards for him to win because they packed me up and sent me home.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I thought they said something like they tried to use an excuse to say that you had a written or something like that.
Nah, he was doing like the written thing while I was rapping, but everybody was doing that, bro. Everybody. Yo, son, I'm not gonna drop the ball on 106 in Park with my nerve shot and try to freestyle. Like, bro, he was spitting the written. And then you spit your little fake freestyling and then accused the other person of writing. The only person that went up there and ever really freestyle was Jen. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Well, Poster Boy kind of did it, right?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I know with Mortal Technique, he said, "Shave your mustache, you look like a rapist." So yeah, I think Poster Boy was doing what battle rappers do now. Like they'll hit you with a rebuttal, throwing some written, some premeditated writtens.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because I had just interviewed Rusty Jux, and he talked about how he felt he was jerked on the second week too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Rusty Jukes was on 106 too.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Crazy times.
Yeah, man, for sure. So that must have been so disappointing for you though when that happened. Like, what was like your reaction when you left that?
Sounds the worst day of my life. Like, yo, I went from that one little week, bro. That joint turned me to Justin Bieber in the hood, bro. I remember I went to the mall and I was in a jewelry store and somebody noticed me. It's the dude from 106 in Park. Bro, the mall was turned up, son. Like everybody was coming to take pictures with me. My man was like, yo, we gotta go. So I go being in this position that millions of other kids want to be in. And then the next week that happens, bro, I was, yo, son, I think that's probably the first time I ever experienced some depression. Like, dang, son, I was hurt. I was hurt. I don't think I said a word on the ride home. Like, I was just like, yo, don't even talk to me right now. I was mad. And then I became known as the dude that got jerked on 106 in Park. I'd rather be remembered as the dude that got jerked than the dude that got destroyed. So
Right.
yeah, I even like, yo, after the commercial break, for the first time ever, AJ had to interview Chingy and I-20 and was like, yo, you could hear right now the crowd was booing, boo. Yo, in 106, if you've ever been there, the bodyguards ain't play. If you chew gum, they kicking you out. They don't play. So turning up is out of the question. Yo, the bodyguards felt my man's pain so much, they was even shocked that, yo, Chingy and I-20 and them passed out singles and belt buckles before the joint started. Yo, my man started throwing them, all my peoples. I had got all of them up in there. My ex-girl did she was my girl at the time. She knew how to apply for tickets. So she was getting everybody's email, getting everybody in with us. Yo, all my mans throwing the belt buckle out. They had to bring them to the back, Chingy and I-20. They had to bring them to the back, son. And then they took and they kicked none of us out. And they was like, yo, we know y'all mad. Please calm down. So I was like, yo, chill. We calmed down. And then when they brought him out, AJ had to interview him. Like, yo, well, the crowd ain't happy. What made y'all vote the way y'all voted? And he was like, oh, we just feel like the challenger was freestyling and the champion was spitting a written. And when they asked Jay Mills, he's like, nah, I think that the champion, I voted for the champion because he was killing it.
But that's what I was just saying to you. They judged it and tried to say that you spit a written, but you didn't though.
Oh yeah, well I guess that's what it was. It wasn't like it. Yeah, that's what it was, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I was super tight after that.
But you know what? To bring it back to the freestyling part, right? I think that dude that Jin beat that first week, Hassan, he was freestyling in at least their battle. Because remember, he was saying that, yo, I have you cooking up wontons and stuff.
Nah, I think that was premeditated, bro. I think that was premeditated.
Did you know beforehand who you were battling?
Well, them dudes absolutely did. Like they had a week to remember. You got an ongoing champion, and they give you your date. They can absolutely see who. You know what I'm saying? I knew who I was going against. When I first got on, it was that dude Motre. I was like, oh, he had been champion for quite some time. So I was like, oh, I'm going against Motre.
Oh, I know, but your first week, because you're the challenger, you know who you're going against. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about as the champion going against a new challenger, though.
So you saying it was the champion that did some type of freestyling to Jin? The dude?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Okay.
about. His name was Hassan, and he was like, I have you up here cooking wontons or whatever he was saying. And I don't think that like he knew that Jin was going to be Asian, or his challenger was going to
Well,
be Asian. So
if they auditioned at the same time and they were in the same room, yeah, then there's a possibility that you know who you going against.
but I
You
think
know
he
what
was going for his 7th win that week, and Jin threw him off, bro.
And maybe he did. All right, yeah, maybe he did. Dang, Jin threw him off in his 7th win and became the
That's
greatest.
the worst.
And he became the greatest champion that platform ever seen.
Yo, there was some crazy controversial battles on 106 & Park. Remember the one where the dude was like knocking the guy's hat off, and then like he swung on him and everything like that?
Yeah,
That was wild, bro.
Yeah. I ain't my proudest moment, and I don't think this footage aired, but my man KM, he would go on to, this is when they was doing the 2-round things, and I think they did like a different type of champion. I don't know what it was, but he's like the first to be that type of champion where they did the 2 rounds, and it was in that little circle with Roxy and Terrence. And my man KM invited me. And I was around my man KM. I was behind him while he was battling. And in the middle of the commercial break, I'm like, I forgot. They was talking hella tough, son. And my man KM was humble. And I was like, man, whack. And he said, what? He said, what? I said, you heard me, whack. And then it got hot. And yo, Roxy got in my face. Roxy turned up on me, bro. Little short, yeah, she turned up. Hey, yo, you need to mind your business. You da 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 da. You what she said? Like, yo, just if you with your man, just sit and stand there. Don't say nothing, bro. Cause I was going back and forth with the dude that my man was battling. She turned up on me. I was like, yeah, I'm never coming back here again.
Damn, you ain't trying to get her phone number? No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I didn't try to get her phone number. She turned up on me, bro. She disrespected me.
Right. Well,
So
I mean,
like
she kind of had a point, though.
Like, all right. I'm like,
she kind of had a point.
I said, all right, shorty, my bad. Don't call me shorty. I'm like, all right, shorty, my bad. Cool out, sis. So, yeah.